What's going on? So I got asked point blank, what's the difference between Hugh Hefner and Jeffrey Epstein? Because you keep hearing about the Epstein files and Hefner and how this ties into Shannon Sharpe and what do I see and other things that go on with like with R. Kelly and Diddy. You know, when you unfold the sheets of it all, you see what's up. You see white male privilege on display. There is always a way to downplay the significance of what Hugh Hefner did and what Epstein did. They won't come out and say mental manipulation, but they put RICO charges on R. Kelly and on Diddy. They got Shannon Sharpe looking like the boogeyman. You know, they're saying, well, you took this and all that. Now, I'm not saying that, and Bill Cosby too. I'm not saying that because you black, you don't do crimes and you don't do, because I'm going to tell you like this. Yeah, R. Kelly got to pay the price for the stuff he did. Diddy going to have to pay the price for what he did. Bill Cosby going to have to deal with that. And Shannon Sharpe, he got to deal with that. However, there's the obvious racial double standard that Hugh Hefner and Epstein got. Epstein got a slap on the wrist. Hugh Hefner just had that thing negotiated, made it all poof in different way. The question is, how come Hugh Hefner and Epstein Ireland got to thrive where Shannon Sharpe, R. Kelly, Diddy, Bill Cosby didn't? And again, it is, white man world, white man country, and white genders. And I say that because there is a double standard. There is a double standard of how you look at things. Hugh Hefner was selling a way of life. He was selling an agenda. Playboy was a way of life and it was an agenda. It's supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to make you have this and all that. It was like writers and we're open minded and we're all that. Meanwhile, Hefner was into all kinds of just kanky, fraky, deaky things. But no one seemed to really hold it against him because he had everybody in his hip pocket. He had congressmen, police, lawyers, judges, appointees, etc., presidents, people like that. Playboy was a lifestyle. We sell it in concert, we sell it in unity. There is no problem, nothing to see here. It's good and natural like an apple pie and everything. It's not as hard. It's not as vulgar as Hustler, and it's not for black folks like Players, and it's not Penthouse. It's just it's sold a certain way. But it's funny how you dress it up, style it up. It was more, at least with Larry Flint's thing and Gucciani, they was straight up about it. Hefner was even the more debased, but they sold it a certain way. You know, people ask me, so well, they did get Harvey Weinstein. They reluctantly did. He still ain't really catch the same level of the same wrath that R. Kelly or Diddy and Cosby and them caught though. Still came with a caveat, and he had his whole case thrown out in New York, one of them places. Imagine if R. Kelly or Diddy got half their cases thrown off, or Bill Cosby. Just saying. So Epstein Island is connected to all of it in the industry. We know it. We know the totality runs way deeper, just like Hugh Hefner's thing ran deeper. But those things they get to take to the other side, and no one really gets to hear the totality. It's nice to know that you can use complexion for the protection for the direction to cement what you're going to do here. And people just adhere to it because they tell it, but no one really listens to it. It's amazing double standards. Just kind of like how Belichick's situation with his girlfriend right now, and that whole thing's playing out. But you know, that gets a pass. Shannon Sharpe. Now again, what he did or what he didn't do, etc. But then all of a sudden they pull all the money off of you. You know, they take everything off. You know, Playboy is still a business, even though it was sold and bought and all that. It's still a business. Epstein then gotten kind of like selector. This is what happens. It's a double standard. It is a glaring double standard. And they let you know where you fit in and how far you can fit until you upset the cart. So that's the difference between the Hugh Hefner and Epstein difference from Shannon Sharpe, Puffy, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. And it's glaring. Really is. When it should be treated as all the same, it's not. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit if you like it. The membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.